Welcome to another video for WinBidPro version 16 by GDS Estimating. In this one I'd like to talk about the glass table and where glass comes from for your jobs, your elevations, and your drawings and all that. So once you're in the program, there's a catalogs menu here, and if we click catalogs we can go down to glass table. So what we do is we give you a handful of parts or records for glass, and the rest is kind of up to you. So I've kind of just played around with a couple of the prices, but you would, if you want to keep the ones that are included when you install the program, you can change the prices yourself, or update and edit the prices. You can either do that directly here just by clicking in one of these fields, or you can hit the edit icon here. So the other thing you can do is start adding your own glass. Like if you want to add something, you just click the add button. You can describe it any way you like. And then there's a couple things that are important though to fill out. So one is the show label value. And on the drawing behind us you'll see, but it's a short description or code that you can use to describe the glass after it's been placed on the drawing. So it's helpful for if you're alternating glass between rows, or there's a different kind of glass on a door than the rest of the opening, things like that. So it helps you identify the glass that you've added basically to the elevation. So for something like this I can just put CA, but it can be whatever you want. I think it's up to 9 characters. Maybe 9 or 10, so it can't be too long, but it can be long enough. So glass type, that's pretty much, we give you some types kind of just automatically, so tempered, annealed, miscellaneous. So I'll pick annealed for this. And then the number of panes, which kind of helps you find the glass you're looking for in the list here, if we use the little sort feature or the search feature. And you can be single, double, or triple paned. And then the makeup would be the overall thickness of the glass. So let's say this is double pane and it's insulated. So we're going to say the overall makeup is 1 inch because it's a 1 inch insulated panel. Then the makeup is 2/4 inch pieces of glass. So that would mean, the material thickness is the total of the pieces of glass that make up the insulated unit. So that would be 2/4 inch pieces is a 1/2 inch. So the reason we do that is to get the weight of the glass per square foot, and then we can determine how heavy a piece of glass is, whatever size it may be. So that helps us calculate the labor, and that's important to do. And then the price can be anything, so $4 a square foot or whatever. We're going to fix this so it accepts dollar, or it makes it look like dollar amounts, but it knows what you're typing. So the minimum block area here is if the supplier that you use has a minimum for a certain type of glass, let's say for an insulated panel or a light of glass. Let's say it's a 3-foot minimum square footage. So if there's a certain elevation you draw and there's a 2.5 square foot piece of glass required, the manufacturer may be charging you for a 3-foot piece, even though the size you need is smaller, since that's their minimum. So this is what will determine that. And you can either leave that 0 or you can put whatever value it needs to be. The supplier can be anything, anything you need, just like the description. So then, and the reason for that is you can actually filter the list by supplier if you need to and all that. So once I save this, the only thing that was missing from that screen, which we're going to be adding soon, is the color field. So the color is just another thing that's helpful for you to find the glass you're looking for. So again, these filters up here, I can sort by clicking up in this heading, and the up arrow means ascending, down arrow means descending. So way you would filter, so this is kind of a filter icon, and a lot of our grids and tables and things in the program have these. So it basically shows you the unique values that are in this column. So right now there's only two values, double and single. So if I wanted to only look at double glazed glass, I can check that box. So that's simple to do. And then the other kind of more advanced way of filtering is down here. I can say if it contains, I can leave it at that, but there's all these different options. Ends with, starts with, does not contain. So when a list gets big, sometimes these more advanced filters really help. So that's pretty much the filtering, and like I say, it's throughout the program. It does those types of things. You can also hold down the Shift key, and I can click on another column, and it combines the sorting by column. So the first one and the second one, you can kind of keep doing it. So that's another little trick. If you hold down the Shift key and click on another heading, it'll sort. Also, it'll add that to the sort. And then the clear filter button up here to the right will get your entire list back. So basically clear the filters. The sorts will stay though. So the sorts stay until you click on another column. Like let's say I want to sort by description now. I can click that and those other sorts are gone now. So keep that in mind. As with other windows in the program, when you click close, it will save the sorting, but it won't save the filtering. So filtering is kind of something you would do every time you need to. And the this little quick search box up here will basically search the description. So I don't believe it searches the other stuff. Oh yeah, it does. So it searches basically the text fields, I guess. It won't search the numeric fields, but that's about it in a nutshell. You can edit and add glass, and it's all going to be added for your company. So if you've got multiple users, it's the one glass table for the whole program. So it doesn't matter what manufacturer catalog you're using to build a frame or build a job, it's going to use the one glass table for the whole program. So keep that in mind. Since it is cloud-based, that makes it easy when multiple users are, adding jobs and they want the same glass list. So that's about it. Keep your eye on other videos and videos on how you add glass to elevations and things like that. Thanks.